Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Now, Tom, first things first, you're speaking to a Scottish person and your accent varies, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So I'll decide to be Scottish now because I'm talking to a Scottish person. For the people that don't know, I grew up in Scotland and moved when I was 4 years old, and my parents are very Glaswegian, so I switch accents quite a lot. So if I decide to be an English person halfway through the interview, I do apologise.
Okay, but so you grew up in Manchester. So what's most natural if you were just going out to the pub with your pals? How would you speak?
Well, I'd be in an English accent, yeah, but because you're Scottish, it'd be weird to talk to you in an English accent. It's all very confusing. I don't really make the decision. My brain just chooses for me, and I roll with it.
Well, interestingly, because I lived in, not far from Manchester, I lived in Preston for a bit.
Right.
And you do find yourself, don't you, trying to fit in, and you start to talk a little bit like that, you know what I mean? Just the accent just changes a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's the weirdest, and you can't really stop it, can you?
No, I had a friend that actually moved to Australia for like 2 years, and then she hadn't been back, and she came back and she was just fully Australian, and I was just like, this is so strange.
Right, good eye, Skip.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we could talk about accents all day, but we're here to talk about your new song and the album. The album is out now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive, Tommy.
It is indeed. What a time. I'm so glad it's finished. I mean, it's taken a long time, but I'm really proud of it, and it feels good. It's a weight off my mind to have the album done and handed in, so yeah, I'm feeling very relaxed.
Handed in, you make it sound like a school project or a
Well, you know what I mean. You have to give it to somebody so they can put it onto the radio and stuff.
Now, you're fairly new into people's minds. Leave a Light On was a massive hit for you this summer. But where does the story start for you? I mean, how long have you been doing it, writing your songs and trying to get noticed? How long has that been going on?
God, it's been a long time. I mean, I've been playing guitar since I was 12 and kind of picked up many various other instruments over the years. So, yeah, it's one of those things though where it's always in the press. It's like overnight success, Tom Walker, and I'm like, well, actually, mate, I've been doing this for ages.
Yeah,
it's just been the last 3 years has really picked up, and especially the last year's been absolutely crazy. I've done some stuff I never imagined I would do in countries I never imagined I'd see. So, yeah, feeling very lucky at the moment. And we went into the studio to record like a whole string orchestra for it, which was an incredible experience. I actually took my mum and dad down to it, who are big music fans, and the whole thing's just been a real moment, and I'm really happy with it, and the reaction that it's having like online on socials and stuff has been incredible. So hopefully it's gonna do what it needs to do.
And I mean, you played some pretty big gigs this summer. You played at Transmit Festival in Glasgow.
Yeah, that was so good. What a crowd, man. They were absolutely amazing. I didn't really know what to expect, but yeah, it was like 30 degrees in the middle of Scotland, which is surprising enough, let's be honest.
And you've still got the ginger genes, haven't you, because you're Scottish?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've got a ginger beard and I burn quite easy. I mean, to be honest, it was quite funny walking to Transmit, and I've never seen so many pale ginger people in the streets of Scotland with kind of sleeveless tops on. It was great.
Yeah, it's our look. It's taken us a long time to perfect it.
And it's absolutely beautiful.
The album is called What a Time to Be Alive. You've got a duet on there with Zara Larsson, haven't you?
Yeah. No, it's really cool how that came together. I ended up writing the song with a guy called Steve Mack like a year and a half ago. She just popped into the studio one day and he let her listen to it, and she ended up jumping on it and helping us out with it. So yeah, it's been really cool. I didn't imagine our voices working so well together, but it sounds absolutely fantastic. So I'm super excited for people to hear that.
When were you actually in the studio together at the same time?
We didn't make it because my schedule was so hectic this year. We've had 150 gigs from January to December, and I've also had to finish my album, so we didn't manage to make that happen, unfortunately. But I'm sure next year we'll be able to catch up at some point.
Have you heard the clip of Zara Larsson trying to say hippopotamus?
I have not actually. No, have
Tom,
you got it?
Yeah, you've got to hear. You've got to hear this. So this is. So we're going a little bit off topic here with the interview.
Love it.
But you have to hear this. This is your pal Zara Larsson. Now, obviously, she's Swedish, and she's trying to read a script which contains the word hippopotamus. All right. So I'll let you hear it. Here it comes.
In 1851, archaeologists confirmed the bones of an ancient hippopotamus. That's right. In 1851, archaeologists confirmed the bones of an ancient hippopotamus.
She cannot get it. Mind you, her English is way better than our Swedish, I'm going to guess, right?
Yeah, well, I'd imagine so, yeah.
I've been following you on Twitter for a while, and I saw the thing you did. It was earlier today, actually. And you were, what were you doing with it? You're making a toastie with an iron?
Well, basically, right, so we're in the middle of somewhere last night, and I really, when you're on the road, you eat so much cold food, and I just really wanted something hot, so I bought a bag of tortillas and some ham and some cheese, and then got back, and I was like, this is a bit plain, and it's really cold, and it's a bit rubbish.
So is this in a hotel room or something?
Yeah, so there was an iron in the hotel, so I was just like, well, I'll just cook it on the iron, and to be honest, it worked an absolute treat. It was great. It melted all the cheese. Managed to just go round each side with it, and then it was fine.
Toasted cheese and ham wrap made with an iron in a travel lodge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was a beautiful moment in my life. I felt like I'd finally made it.
Pity the next person has to use that iron to do their
No, I left it on for 30 minutes afterwards because I had this image of some poor guy getting up at 6:30 in the morning, not really being able to see very well, and ironing his perfect pristine white shirt and getting mozzarella all over it. So I made sure it was clean afterwards, and I made sure it went back all right. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to do that to someone.
Tom, listen, we wish you continued success with the album. As I say, What a Time to Be Alive is out on the 8th of October. The new single is called Angels, and a general top bloke, and now you can start speaking with your Manc accent again.
Yes, exactly, for the various other interviews we've got today.
All right, Tom Walker, thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Biggie. Nice one, lad. Cheers.